Rover, fancy running into you here. Won't you dine with me? Miss Margarita asked me to sample it.
Did you hear what the Order's acolytes found while the public has already caught wind of its contents? Did you know? They say it was their last work, written aboard the...
Shh! Quiet! They're criminals.
Shh! That name, simply put, their 3 members were once, allegedly, their pilgrim...
Well, since the manuscript is not...
Give me a second. Let me think. Hear that? It's exactly what they're playing now.
Friends,
What did you mean?
resentful of the Order's verdict? Those favoured by the... though they'd like the fire that dra... This article, perhaps someone unwittingly played that...
Like the fire that dragged them to... In Hellwell, poetry and music hold equal sway. Shh. Listen carefully. Follow the song to find her. Rover! You really must adore that song. I remember hearing you... When I was a child, whenever I passed...
Oh, I remember it well. Those 2 gods of yours were like...
Back then, Ciaccona's family conducted the Order's choir.
How should I put it? But a song is a song, whether sung in a grand hall or been... Anyway, the 2 of you came in slow, so you eavesdropped on a man. It is the point! I need to know what kind of...
They are just like the ones that attacked us in the restaurant.
Leave it to me. Listen, the trio of destiny.
I don't have all day. Come at me. Let's do that.
They burn in despair, resent with our bodies to fuel the fire.
They wanted their resentment to echo these voices.
If the poet's resentful souls gave birth to daemons, then shouldn't they sound...
This is a realm created from melodies. Music can transcend space and time to bring No. Normally, you can't perceive the frequencies of...
They burned in despair, resentful of the Order's verdict, till their last breath.
Perhaps it was a simple poem at first, nothing more. But no one knew exactly what happened, so they filled in the gaps with their imaginations. Yes, someone must have used them to create the daemons. What if the mastermind put imagination knows no bounds, if left unchecked? Such incidents will only increase. This is a realm created from melodies. Music can No. Not
They burned in despair, resentful.
Perhaps it was a simple poem. No one knew exactly what happened. So they filled in the... Yes! Someone must have used them to create the daemons. What if the mastermind pulling the strings from the shadows is the author of that article? Daemons are bound to their creator. If the daemons are born from the public's imagination, then things will shift once we catch whoever is responsible for starting this. Music and poetry, whoever is behind this won't just sit back and... The thought of confronting them is already inspiring me to write a ballad.
Our enemy hides in the dark, while we...
I really admire the wind. It's free to go anywhere without restraint. If only you could carry my poems into the hands of everyone across the world. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. Da 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 do 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 do. La da 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 da. Da-da! Welcome to Requiem Paradise. This is where Raguna's musician... For the people of Raguna, the sea is... Since an instrument is an extension of... I'm certain this is where... What's wrong? You seem troubled. I sense the melody of an instrument. A flute. But it sounds sharp. I'd say it's trying to finish as quick. A harp. It's in excellent condition, but it's time. Is that a lute? Its echoes are faint. Wait. The sound may be weak, but there's an undeniable strength to it. It seems this lute likely belonged to a member of the Wuthering Society. Which is to say, it holds the melodies they left behind.
All yours.
Come at me. Together we fight. Take form. A perfect chord. Now presenting a poem of finale.
No contest. All of you at once. I don't do overtime.
Don't stand in my way. The timbre also matches. I believe sometimes, even in the instrument, for example, the true purpose of music is to... Rover, if there's something you want to say. Listen, it seems like take care with each step. We may find ourselves straddling vast rifts in time and space. A single misstep could draw us into other...
Farrell of the Golden, and the Codex teaches us that it is a grave offense to I was told you found this lie carved. If you admit you were mistaken at...
Neither official nor private records show them as having ever
Farrell's gone mad. Why would he slip this? We all...
buried the truth. It just occurred to me.
I knew this from the moment we uncovered that lithograph. Still, I...
I understand what We're not adventurers, or Farrell only wanted to share. Our fate has been sealed.
They don't. During the interrogation, they kept the... The melody is fading faster now and...
Where is this place? We must have gotten separated.
You are to build a home here, like Seba. They were clearly the Sentinel's captors. Why would anyone call them criminals who insulted divinity? This is a poem I've never seen before. Do not place flowers on my tomb. I am the sea wind. I am a nighthawk of wings of flame, soaring towards the celestial steed, whose praises I sing and whose true form I behold. A flame, celestial steed, true form I behold. The night sky will be...
Because they cannot banish the truth, the Order of the Deep instead bow a thirst for truth. No matter what, remember this.
Rover? Rover, finally I got you out of there. You must have been drawn into a different melody on...
I just walked into a study and ran into a... She mentioned a name.
I see. I don't know who you met. As I said before, for family matters, let the past stay.
Have you found her yet? No.
She's not here either! Oh, greetings!
This is... a cathedral. That's the choir, on stage, with the Poet Society leading them.
On the surface, yes. The Order certainly upheld Raguna's prosperity and stability. But simply knowing the Order once stood with the poets doesn't reveal the true reason behind their banishment.
This is... a cathedral. That's the choir, on stage, with the Poet Society leading them. It sounds like a song celebrating them.
Degenerates! Arrogant! This is madness! Look what he said about the...
What a mess. I suppose this incident is strange. Why is this...
Afternoon tea! Yes, please! There, I understand. Look at this! Miss, this study is a secret. You must know.
Oh, what splendid...
Racer did wonderfully. Thanks to you, I figured it out. Sincerity is what truly...
Yes. A hymn isn't just... So, what did you see in Razor's melody?
The Poet Society with their assumptions which...
This incident may have been the turning point for the Poet Society. Next time we venture into the realm of melodies, if the Order's choir is pointing us to a... heard of these nights during my travels. This should be where their old encampment stood. But there don't seem to be any instruments, poems, or music here that carry the memory of a melody. Let's try searching the area first. These bonfire poets find the melody, perhaps inspiration will strike. This was the last stop on their route. Oh, what is it? Has anything come to mind? Oh, yes. It rises from the primal. It seems someone told the poets the truth about the Sentinel, and even suggested they stop singing solely for divinity and begin singing for the common folk as well. On the surface, what our mystery man said makes perfect sense. He even has knowledge of Imperator's true form. And this hidden lithograph is evidence the poets were telling the truth.
Pathetic.
Is this form of the Sentinel the same as the one you saw? So the poets were indeed, even under interrogation, resentment and curse. We must confront his lies and put an end to these dame. Miss Margarita!
Well, hello. If it is, well, Miss Ciaccona is a regular.
Actually, I've come to ask about the Poets Society's legacy.
Not a problem at all.
Did you make... The poets did board the Pilgrim sail, becoming the stars of their own final act. We all know how that tale ended. If you wish to hear their true voices once more, seek them at the Cathedral of Mercury. The children there still sing hymns written by the poets of the Golden Anthem. As the fire filled the ship's cabins, they penned their last poem. If the poets truly meant to cut this charade, it was carefully crafted. Tomorrow, at the Odyssey Opera House, I will reveal the truth. Until then, I thank you all for your patience.
This can't... This is very confusing.
Previously.
Sorry.
A splendid retaliation. Like everyone present, I too, as expected, the order. It was none other than acolytes from the Order who salvaged the
All yours.
An interrogation room. The girl in what happened last time was no accident. But why was she there?
Thank you for understanding everything. This is how it all started. A mysterious. It didn't take long for the Order to notice us. To keep everyone safe, they gave my father a key to a study. Inside, there were, as you've already seen, I was also banished. You've probably heard a lot about the Pilgrim's sail from Brant. Usually, The food and water in those ships aren't enough to get the people where they need to go. As for the fire, the poets started it in the past. Everyone thought they were brilliant cantors. But inside, in the world they dreamed of, poets would no longer be shackled. The Order was afraid. They didn't want any loose ends. So they went to salvage the ship's wreckage. The Golden Anthem gave my father the key. I still remember the day he handed me the key.
Don't see it as a burden, my child. Only this kind of courage can reach.
Father wanted to tell everyone. So I wrote songs. The Poet Society and our family could now. I have that choice again, but this time, I have you.
Like I said, the truth, there are hints of the sea inside you.
Thank you. Thank you for understanding everything. Let's open the doors. I hope this time,
This song. It's the one she performed last time.
So, Miss Poet, have you made your decision?
This is a poem I've never seen before. It's so different from what they used to write. Do not place flowers on my tomb, for I do not rest beneath the stone. I am the sea wind at Raguna's walls. I am a dawn that breaks through thorns. I am a nighthawk of wings of flame, soaring towards the celestial steed, whose praises I sing and whose true form I behold.
I know what you're thinking. You're worried I might end up on the same path you did. Go on. Follow your heart. I'll be with you. Till the end.
A penniless bard and the laureate roving in a foreign, but as long as the seeds of doubt... There! Now, how's that for us?
Perfect wings of light. All yours.
A masked hero suddenly appeared, rescuing the... But that's a story for another... Even with a mask on, people will still recognize the laureate. I'm now a wanted criminal by the Order. Now this is what a real poet knows. Well then.
This room
is our final stage. Now, it's your turn to step onto it.
You will witness a different world.
You arrogant hypocrites!
led by curiosity and wonder, they step forward. I am the gentle sea breeze, sweeping through Whistlewind Haven and towards Raguna's high walls.
Well, Have you decided on your answer? I look forward to the public trial.
Perhaps our fates are not so different after all.
It is time. Sinner against the Sentinel.
But you,
I will continue to sing.
as long as there are those who breathe and see.
My eternal summer will never fade. Do you feel it? The breeze from Whisperwind Haven. Next thing you know, maybe an apple. Thank you, Rover. I don't have the Blessed Maiden's miracles, nor... The only thing I can offer is to immortalize. By the way, I met a man at Margarita's who claims to be a playwright. You should watch out. I'm not entirely sure who he really is, but my guess... Here, you can have this music sheet. An escape mission! Starting today, I'm no... Don't you worry. I still remember our promise. About the song I wrote you. We will meet again, and I'll sing it for you, I swear. After all, we're partners in crime now.
My Lord Primus, it seems your plan has not gone. You sought to revive the blasphemy.
I care not for labels of good or evil. Fear is but one tool.
Ah, truly the words. And yet, why do you seem so... Is it that foreign laureate that or is it?
Out of respect for our partnership.
Of course. As you will.
Wait. You were the... I've heard whispers of your presence. Why are you doing this?
So it might not be a coincidence you felt them target you at the restaurant. Maybe because you went to Avenolium and uncovered some of the truth the Order is desperate to hide.
This is a cathedral. That's the choir on stage, with the...
Banished and forever stripped of the right to sing for the Sentinel and the Order. That much is true. The Order... The poets did board the Pilgrim Sail. If you wish to hear their true voices once more, seek them at the Cathedral of Mercury. The children... That's an awfully big assumption. What if they never boarded the Pilgrim Sail at all? Another poet, intimately familiar with the poets of the Golden Anthem, you say? If... The poets did board the Pilgrim Sail. But if you wish to hear their true voices once more, seek them at the Cathedral. A fire, seemingly forged from the depths of hell, destroyed... That doesn't quite add up. If hellfire was all that remained from the Pilgrim Sail, then... could they really have been trying to...
This is how it all started. It didn't take long for the Order to notice us. To keep everyone safe, as you've already seen. Usually, the food and water, and as for the fire, in the past, everyone in the world they dreamed of, but the Order was afraid. They didn't want any loose ends. Is that what you think? Well, that's what. No. It was the Order and others who cursed their works. Monsters breed fear. And perhaps fear is This is how it all started. A mysterious person showed the poets the truth. It didn't take long for the Order to notice us. To keep, as you've already seen, I was also banished. Usually, the food and water in those ships aren't enough. As for the fire, in the past, everyone thought they were brilliant in the world they dreamed of. But the Order was afraid. They didn't want any loose ends. So they went, our crime was the same as the poets. Blasphemy. Our family wasn't like the Fusalias, deeply rooted in tradition. Compared to the Order, we were just a tiny speck of dust. Maybe, if Father hadn't taken in the poet's legacy, the Ciaccona family would have escaped this fate. Perhaps none of this would have happened. If so, wouldn't it have been wiser to the fate of the Ciaccona family might have taken a different turn? But when you face the Order of the Deep and their